everyone, it's Lee Williams from the employment team. Most employers use policies as a source of information and instruction to their workforce. Policies provide information to employees who want to know things like how to claim expenses, to whom they should address a grievance, or maybe how do they access a certain benefit. They also provide instructions to employees, for example, the disciplinary rules of the employer, what the employees are allowed to do on social media, or warnings about the type of behaviour that would amount to harassment or bullying. This month, we thought we would offer a few thoughts on the basics of policies because it's important that these essentials are not neglected. There are some basic but important questions to ask yourself when drafting a policy. First, to whom does it apply? Is it just employees, or does it also apply to casual workers, agency workers, or even contractors? We also saw in the recent controversy at the BBC the confusion over the extent to which policies on impartiality applied to a contractor such as Gary Lineker. Second, does the policy form part of a contract of employment? Some employers have historically made policies contractual, as this means that a breach by the employee amounts to a breach of contract. Others prefer policies to be non-contractual, meaning that a breach by the employee would not necessarily be a breach of contract. Having a non-contractual policy also allows greater flexibility to amend the policy in future. Third, there should be consideration as to the location and accessibility of the policies. If they're held on the intranet, it's important that all employees and workers have access to that intranet. In relation to existing policies, employers should be mindful of the need to keep these up to date. Some policies might require more regular review than others. For example, a social media policy is up to date with social media platforms. Are family-friendly policies up to date with the frequent changes of law in this area? If policies are reviewed and updated, employers then need to consider how such revisions are publicised to employees, because making employees aware of changes is important. An employer may struggle to discipline an employee, for example, for a breach of a policy if the employee can show that they did not know the policy had changed. A lot of hard work goes into drafting the content of policies, but it's important that the basics are not forgotten. Otherwise, all that good work can go to waste. Thank you for listening.